What's happening, everybody? I'm Allie Burns from Picks and Parlays, and this is Morning Wood. We got Detroit Lenny with us as always, and we're brought to you by FanDuel, of course, home of the no sweat first bet, up to $1,000. That's your FanDuel promo. Just check out the description of this video and click on the link. It'll take you right there. And also, while you're clicking on things, why don't you click that like button? Give us the old thumbs up. Subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Tons of free content coming out every single day here at Picks and Parlays. So last Woody standing is still going on. What's up, Terry Edelman? Smash that like button. We are going to have special guest Jesse Shull, the Iceman, will be on a little bit later. So we're looking forward to that as always. Leonard, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm taking some notes down about this. I got some interesting facts about our Thursday night game right here.
I love facts. All right. Speaking of the Thursday night game, I just did a show called Primetime Prop Drop with Scott Shull. It's already up on the internet on Picks and Parlays, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, whatever you got to do. It's in the Woody chat or the Facebook Woody page. So check out that show and give it a like also. Hi, Julie.
Hi.
Popped in to smash that like.
Hi, Juju.
Juju.
How you doing?
Breaking news, the Yankees game is postponed today, so that's happening. Did you watch any baseball last night, or were you into the hockey?
I flipped. I'm a flipper. I'm a professional flipper, as I like, channel surfer, as my wife likes to say.
Right.
I did watch some of that Dodgers game. I couldn't get it. I was on a show with Nick and Tim last night, and a friend of ours, Dave, picks from Dave. He's a Woody. He's been in here or whatever. But we were kind of handicapping some football together, and I couldn't get. I could watch it on my cable, but I can't watch it on the app in my bedroom where I'm at, and it was just a pain in the ass. But I watched the Atlanta. I won on the Braves game. I had Kyle Wright over. Props, strikeout props. I hit that. I hit Kershaw over strikeout props. I had the Braves. I had the Dodgers. That lost. And I had the on a two-team parlay, Braves and the Dodgers. So that lost, but I won the props thing. So finished ahead of the game. The under on the college football game, the teaser hit, the under first half, under full game hit. Finally went 2-0 in handicap 10. I am back to dead even. I am whatever today is, 13. So I'm 26-26. Or I'm 13-13, whatever it is. Yeah, 13-13. 26-26.
Equal 26. Yeah.
That equal 26. Whatever the day, whatever the picks are, I'm back to even. I've been 1-1 every day except for one day I went 0-2. And then yesterday I finally went 2-0. And all I did was took the under in the first half and the under in the full game. And I liked it. I got tonight I'm on, speaking of props, I'm on Justin Fields over 39.5 rushing yards. I like that prop. I like him to get like 40 yards rushing. And I'm on.
What was the number? 30.5?
39.5. He needs like 40. Right? Yeah, he needs like 40. And then I'm on the pitcher from Houston, Framber. I'm on Framber over strikeout props. Oh, hell.
What's the number on a strikeout prop?
I'm looking. I got to look. Where is this?
Joe Madden, she was on the show yesterday, for anyone who remembers. She liked Darvish over the strikeouts. I agreed with her on that, and that did cash. So good job to you, Joe Madden, also. It was just, he had 4 in his last game, and it just didn't look like it was going to go that way again, and it didn't.
Sure, I thought I posted this son bitch. Did I not post my? Oh, I probably posted my handicap 10s the wrong place. Dumbass. Let me see my phone.
Justin Fields is a bust, says TJ. Hi, Ohio Bob. When will FanDuel be available in Delaware? Been trying to sign up all week. I am not sure. Are you guys legal? Delaware is a legal state. You were one of the first ones, weren't you? Yeah. Delaware. But like I live in Vegas and we can't get FanDuel here. So
no, we cannot.
Yeah, it's sometimes just that book just doesn't go to your state, which sucks for some people. For some of us.
Oh, I see it here. I see it on. Man, I'm having computer problems all day. I couldn't put thumbnails on the The StreamYard's giving me a hard time. There's no thumbnails on any shows today. Pisses me off.
In the middle of the primetime prop drop, my whole internet just went away for like, I think it was maybe less than 6 seconds, but it like dropped, and then I just clicked the button and it brought me right back. So stuff's going on.
I had to refresh, but I'm on. It's over 5.5. Framber Valdez over 5.5 strikeouts. I need him to get 6 strikeouts. Justin Fields get 40 rushing yards. That's all I'm at.
I like the Sabres. Out of the Senators, Sabres. TJ is asking, who do we like, Senators or Sabres? How do you feel about that?
I don't like any hockey.
Okay.
None. And I'm forcing myself to tread lightly, and I'm picking and choosing. The only thing I had last night was Cale Makar over 1.5 points. That cashed for me. And that was it. And I take that back. I was on son of a bitch. I was on the Ducks.
Okay. Ducks did win.
That
happened. A lot of people were into the Capitals, and that didn't work out for them. I was kind of talking to Kurt Alexander about it, and he was like, Bruins are like, they have one of the best one lines in hockey, and their main guy, is it Marchand? Their main guy is out, and they still kicked butt, and that we need to keep an eye on the Bruins this season, is what he was telling me.
I 100% disagree with that.
That's fair.
I'm just saying, I don't. I think they have their top line is good, but they play 3 lines of hockey, so it's like they've got a 30% chance of being good. That's how I look at it, because their goalie's iffy, and only one of their lines are decent, and it's decent. It's not. It's like a okay good team, that kind of thing. And they're an old team. They're just old. They don't have a lot of young talent, not like some of these teams out there. So I don't think they're going to be. I don't think they're going to be very good, but that's why I'm waiting. First 2 weeks of season, I'm not touching a whole lot. Like if I have a hockey bet, it's very small hockey bet, and I'm just kind of dabbling. Cale Makar, though, I mean, he's just a stud. So he gets you. If he ain't scoring for you, he's the guy that makes shit happen. So.
Tate says, Lenny has jinxed me twice. He comments, I am still in last Woody, and that night I am out. It is only a curse by Lenny and nothing with the picks I am making. Obviously.
By the way, I cursed myself too because I'm out. So
I told everybody yesterday that they needed to fade both of your picks because you're not supposed to be here right now. So it's going to be your exit strategy day.
Yeah, I took some soccer. Thanks, Michael. Thanks.
Leverkusen couldn't get it done.
Yeah.
Hi, Brandon. We like Valdez's pitching tonight. Lenny's on the over 5.5 strikeouts for Framber today. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's see where that money is at on this game, just because I like to peek at such things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We do have some college football going down also. Baylor and West Virginia and Temple and Central Florida shall be playing each other today. 63% of the money is on Houston. 141 goes to a 145. Everything looks like it's moving properly there. Nothing to report. And sorry, checking the other ones, just seeing if anything pops out at me.
That's fair.
All right. No, everything looks pretty good, honestly. Fair lines today is what it's looking like.
Fair.
I know. Can you believe it?
Not really.
Yeah. Rangers Wild is a tough one, says TJ Gaming. Well, I'm sure that they will be talking about that over at Let's Go Wild Sports Picks.
Oh, God. He's already been on it. Yeah, I kind of like the Rangers just from last year. But, again, this is one of those things I want to see, you know, what's changed. If it's the same old, then I'm going to go Rangers. But the Wild are a good team, though. So, and they're really good. Apparently, I saw that Terry tweeted the Wild are like 50 million and one or something. They have a really good home opener record, whatever that is. So
there we go. Yeah. So see, it wasn't that tough. Just take the Wild. There you have it. Carson Wentz over half an interception. I love that play. That was one of Scott Reichel's picks on the primetime prop drop. Don't forget to check that out. It's on YouTube already. He gave 6 picks in about 6 minutes. So it's definitely worth a search. Heath says he's jumping on the Avs tonight. Jacob Markstrom may not be in net for Calgary. Okay, so definitely that's like a game time decision kind of play right there also.
Yeah, we're gonna wait and see and who's in net. And you know, these hockey people, they don't like to acknowledge. It's like a baseball. They're, you know, listing their pitchers. Not necessarily. Some teams wait till the very last second to list their goalies.
Is that a strategy thing, or is it like they just don't know what's going on?
Sometimes I don't think they know what they're doing. I really don't. But most of the time, it is like it's just let's see how he feels when he gets to. When he gets to the rink, and we'll see, you know, because they played last night. So, you know, hockey back to back, stuff like that. So a lot of these goalies, it's a long year, long season. This is like game 1, game 2. So, you know, they want to make sure they last the whole thing.
What do we think about UCF going over? It's Temple, Central Florida. It's 45.5. 60% of the money is on the under, 54% of the tickets are on the over. It did move up a half of a tick to 46. What do you think, Lenny, over or under?
I like the over. I just don't know if Temple does their part.
Okay.
You know, I just don't know if Temple does their part. That would be my teaser, would be UCF minus closer to like 16. Because UCF wins that by a lot. But UCF, I think they covered the 22, 23, whatever it is. I think that. So, but I want to make sure it goes over. So I would tease UCF minus 6 points from whatever that total is, and then tease it up. Tease it over. So down to like, say, what is it at 45?
46.
And a half, 46. So it'd be 40.
40.
So over 40. Yeah, because I think UCF could score 40 on their own.
All the money and tickets are on Temple. That's why that minus 26 went to a minus 23.5. It's just a lot of points.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Daryl Mooney over 50 receiving yards. What do you think about that? Any thoughts there?
I don't like this game. This game is nasty. This game, if y'all thought last Thursday with Denver and Indy was bad, Chicago and Washington are about to say, hold my beer, because this shit's going to be bad. And it's going to be sloppy, and it's not good. Like, it's going to be not good football. Like, last week, I felt like we watched 2 really good defenses play. This week we're just going to watch 2 really bad teams play, and there's a difference. So I got a little stat for you that I saw though for Thursday night football. In the last 2 years, Thursday night football, not primetime, Thursday night specifically, 15-6 to the under. And when the total is under 40, it's on Thursday nights, 27-2 to the under.
Wow. All right. So there's a trend.
I like the under. I'm taking the Bears in the under on a 6-point teaser. I'm taking the Bears plus 6 and a teaser because they're at home and they'll be the last shit show to have the ball. That's kind of where I'm at.
I wonder about like the motivation for the Commanders, like after what Riverboat Ron said about Carson and what's been going on throughout the week. Does that like hype up Wentz to have a really good game, or does it?
This is Riverboat Ron's game, though. He did that shit with what's his name, the cross-dressing quarterback. I swear to God, he was a Carolina Panther quarterback forever. Cam Newton. So he did that with him too, and called him out. And Riverboat Ron has never done a damn thing. I don't know why he's still employed as a head coach. He might be a good coordinator, but he's never won anything. He's never done anything.
You won your division last year with a losing record, so good job.
Like you're the best shitty coach in the league. Great job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
Yeah. I do like the Bears, and I want to say it was Hannah, or maybe it was Joe, who was saying that the Bears are just a healthier team, and they don't have all that drama going on right now either. She said she just thinks they're better and they're healthier, so there's that. And they're at home.
Washington is actually got talent, though.
Huh?
Washington has talent at the wide receiver and the running back position.
Well, should I play Wednesday night on my fantasy, or should I?
Absolutely not.
Okay,
I wouldn't play
think so.
anybody in fantasy from this game whatsoever. Like,
I didn't think so, but then because of like the comments, I was like, maybe this is a spot that I need to like.
Maybe a kicker or some shit. You know, Chicago.
I don't think I have one of their kickers. I don't think I want one either.
Even if this game scores more than last week's game, sorry, I dropped my way. If this game scores more, like it total goes over what last week was, which was a 12-9, it's still overtime. It's still a shit game. There's a prop out there for like plus 1,600 if this game goes to overtime. Yes, and I want to sprinkle.
Medics ask.
Yes. Yeah. I kind of like that. I mean, it's worth a dabble. And I'll probably put a $20 bill on it.
Don't tell her. Don't give her bad habits. Halftime tie?
What do we think of halftime tie is probably not a bad bet.
It could be a 0-0 at halftime for that matter. A little 3-3 action.
Actually, I think Chicago could score on them. But that's my worry, is that Chicago will just run away with this shit. But weather's supposed to be kind of shitty.
I just saw that Randy Johnson is an NFL sideline photographer now. You know, they would have him on the Cards-Eagles game too.
He's been doing that for the NFL for like 5-10 years, like for a while. He just got spotted, you know, because Devontae Adams pushed down the photographer now, so now they got to spotlight every NFL photographer in the world, and one of them is named Randy, and you know, so that's how they found him. They're like, "Oh my God, he does photography?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he's been for a while, Randy Johnson."
Huh. Breaking Vegas capped it at 2017 Bears. That's how his numbers came out.
Yeah, I could see that, like 100%. Cross-dressing Cam. Yeah, he's just weird, bro. I mean, 2-8. I'm not knocking him. You people out there that want to, you people want to, you know, wear girls' clothes. I just bought a kilt, so I'm just saying, don't look at me. I'm all about comfort. You want to wear a house coat around with your beard, you know, whatever, that's cool. You know, I mean, you want to be a grown-ass man dressing like a woman? Cool. You want to be a woman dressed as a man? That's cool, too. I don't care.
Doesn't bother me at all.
Not even a little bit. I know. I'm like, man, I've known people that would be like, oh my God, you know, look at these.
That came out wrong. I meant
what
more
is
like
that
stay off my lawn. Like I care about people walking on my actual lawn. Like these are issues that I have. I didn't mean like if you're a cross dresser, stay off my lawn. You could come in, we'll have a drink. I have a few friends that are cross dressers for that matter. This is Vegas, baby. That's just it. 2 out pitchers, Valdez and Castillo. It's going to be a good game. I'm on the Mariners first 5 money line, and the game under 7.5 round robin. And you're on the Bears money line too. All right. Well, you got action, Pedro. Good luck. How do you post last Woody for games that play before your show begins? Are you on our Facebook page, Ohio Bob? Every day Lenny puts a post up, and it says last Woody standing picks can go here. And you just cruise over there and pop them in.
It will look like this. Like today's thing looks like this because it's a shit show because I'm out. But if you go to the Facebook page, Morning Wood Picks and Parlays, just go search it. It'll come right up.
Dropping the link in the chat right now.
Perfect. You can join that. And then up here in the featured section, there will be like yesterday's contest pick or today's or whatever. There'll be different ones. You know, everyone's like a different one. So you'll see, oh, look, there's Allie and Scott Rochelle.
Yep. Primetime prop drop.
This is Morningwood. See, I couldn't get a thumbnail because so it defaults to this. It won't let me upload. StreamYard won't let me upload. So it's today's. Yesterday's looked like you guys post a lot of stuff you shouldn't post. The yesterday's look like this. So, you know, there's that.
So, yeah, that's
remember, guys, there are rules to the page. Don't post tickets.
Yeah, we can't post tickets. We're not
You're
selling
gonna get us in
picks.
trouble.
None of that stuff. Ryan Robinson.
Don't make me flag your ass.
I can't post to Picks and Parlays regular page anymore.
Did you get fired?
No.
Oh.
And I've asked probably like 3
whenever
times.
I can't post to something or log in and I freak out. Oh my God, my email don't work. I'm like, shit, I got fired. Nobody told me.
That's just what we always default to. Oh, I must have screwed
shit,
up.
I'm fired again.
I must have screwed something up.
Yeah.
Brandon the Great is looking at 1 field goal each quarter at plus 550. I don't hate that. I mean, I don't hate it.
I want to do a field goal prop in this. I would take both kickers to over 2.5 field goals.
Right, Shull took Cairo Santos over 1.5 is one of his plays.
I see that.
Mm-hmm. Brandon's looking for unusual angles. Yeah, it's a good way to do it.
On a shit game like this, you want to get on. If you want to get on a game, I say this all the time. If you want to get on a game and you don't like the total, you don't like the side, it's a shit game that you just know. Like every Thursday night, I'm going to watch Thursday Night Football. It just is what it is. Even though I don't like the game, I'll be on it, So, like tonight's game, I just like the under, and I kind of like the side though. But I'll probably get on some prop. I know I'm on Fields prop. I like that yesterday. Dan Kaiser gave that out. Mm-hmm. And I seen, I seen it move up to like 41.5 from yesterday when he gave it out. It was 40.5. I shot by lines, people. And I know why I found 39.5? FanDuel.
Boom.
Just because you can't bet with them in Nevada doesn't mean I can't log in and snatch their freaking whatever. So I screenshotted that shit and uploaded it. So that's why my pick looks a little. I did that. I on my phone I have DraftKings, FanDuel, Caesars, BetMGM. I don't even know what else. Bet online.
I've always wondered this, Tate. Are Tate and Brandon the Greats related? I feel like we got like the same.
If you add a Brandon and a Brandon and a Tate together, do you get greatness?
Huh. Maybe it's like when maybe it's too much of a good thing, and when they get together, it's just nothing is great. It's not great. Yeah, you're only great separate. I want to know what their dad's name is, like Jim the Great or whatever it would be. Steve the Great. Hi, Jesse Shull. I wouldn't bet the Commanders with Craig Trapp's money.
I would. It's his money. I don't give a shit.
It's his money. Jesse should be on the show in just a few minutes here. We'll see him soon. Back in the day, my brother Joey was a huge fan of NBC Sports World from the 1970s and 1989s.
I remember that show.
A bit before my time. Definitely before my time of watching football.
Oh, they did all kinds of stuff. Wide world of sports.
Mm-hmm. Wild world of sports. One of my favorite props is the largest lead prop. This game is set at 13.5. Under is at minus 116. So the largest lead of the game will be under 13.5 is what Miss Medic is saying. What do you think about that?
I don't hate that.
I don't hate that.
I usually like the no team to score 3 straight time prop.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But I don't like that today because I don't know if Washington even scores.
Right.
So, like until late or some garbage shit. So, if that's the case, bang, all of a sudden it's field goal, and that prop's dead. And it's only 9-0.
Tate says, I feel like I need to speak to my mother about this.
You want Tate? Hold on. You want me to call her?
Yeah.
Oh! I'm out, folks. I'm out. Thank you. See you next week.
All right. Well, let's bring in Jesse the Iceman Shull. He's here. You are too funny. If he could punch you, he would have just punched you.
Walked right into that shit.
He did. How's it going, Jesse?
Good morning.
Good morning. What time is it your time? Are you back in Thailand?
Yeah, I am. It's 12:30.
It's early.
Midnight 30.
It's early.
My evening was good. Thank you, Brandon. Damn it, Lenny, props on that one, says
I
Tate.
mean, you walk right into it, bro.
You
You
really
know
did.
that. I mean,
Really
I'm just
did.
saying. I'm just
s-
saying.
So, Jesse, you said you're not going to bet this. You're not going to bet the Commanders with Craig Trapp's money. Are you going to bet this game at all?
No, but I'll give out a free pick on the Bears. I don't like what happened after the last game for the Commanders with Riverboat Ron throwing Carson Wentz under the bus. I think the team's about ready to give up on him. I can't see the team being happy that they brought in Carson Wentz. I know the backup quarterback's probably not too happy about it.
Tyler.
Who's their backup quarterback?
Is it
Taylor Heineke.
Taylor Heineke? Yeah.
Oh, I remember
I don't
him.
know why I want to call him Tyler Heineke. But yeah.
I have that with Trevor Simeon. He just needs to be Tyler Simeon.
If you look at Heineke's stats last year, very comparable to Wentz. And when they signed Wentz, Heineke said, like, what are you guys doing? I just won you all these games. And I mean, he played quite well for them last year.
They're not they're not a horrible team. They're a good, bad team. That's my new phrase. The Lions are a very good, bad team.
Well, maybe Heineke's a good, bad quarterback, and Carson Wentz is a bad or bad good. I don't know.
Carson Wentz is just an old, bad quarterback.
Yeah.
Like he plays like he's as old as Matt Ryan, but he's not. So, he's not been in the league that long. He's just not good.
Just not good. Do you have any action on baseball tonight? Were you looking at baseball at all, Jesse?
I was not. I got my butt served to me last night at the ballpark, and I took the day off. I do have a hockey game though.
Okay, we love some hockey. Let's go.
I like some ice. What you got?
I'm looking at the. Somebody just said Vegas Golden Knights total over. I do like that as well. I like the Knights too.
I do like the Knights. And the Blackhawks just played yesterday. Problem is, it's like minus 365. So you got to get them on the puck. I don't like stuff like that. So
you got to do the puck line. But Chicago might be eyeing up that draft pick rather than trying to be competitive this year. It's a little early for tanking, but with so many teams, in the hunt, there's a lot of talk about the first round pick this year, and some teams might want to get out in front of that and start tanking right away.
There's a lot of hockey on today. I didn't look at the card until just now.
Full slate, yeah.
Were happening, but yeah, we got hockey today, y'all. It's on.
Hockey's in full effect. I don't hate the Avs at plus money as well, but like I'm kind of like writing down my plays as if I was betting them and tracking them for the first week or two to see where if I'm right on shit, or if I need to adjust before I put money down. So if I was going to make a few bets today, I do like the Avs. I do like Golden Knights. Probably look at like a team total or puck line, obviously. Yeah, I kind of like that. I would probably lean Rangers. And maybe Islanders just to surprise the Panthers. But that'd be about it.
Juan Miguel is going
Penguins.
with the Pittsburgh Penguins puck line. Pittsburgh Penguins puck line for his last Woody standing pick.
A lot of peas.
Tate says the Blackhawks have been tanking since last year. So bring on that.
True story.
Yeah.
Exactly
what's happening. This is Jesse Shull. He's one of our cappers over at picksandparlays.net. You've been hot lately, Jesse, for a while now. I just Googled Jesse instead of Picks and Parlays.
Did it come up with Jesse's girl or?
Yeah.
I just said the word Jesse. That was all. What you call it? Yeah, number 5 for all of 2022. Number 3 over the last 30 days. You're up $1,800. So you're crushing things. What have you primarily been betting on? What's making you all that money?
It's definitely the football, college and pro football. I think I know I'm top 5 with both college and pros. I don't know. It fluctuates day by day, whether I'm second, third, fourth, or fifth. But top 5 with both college and NFL. Got off to really hot starts with both. Now I'm in the groove with football, so it's hard for me to look at hockey quite yet. I want to give it, a couple weeks of a learning process. I might throw a few games out there, but I'm not going to be making tons of hockey plays until the season gets going.
Yeah, that's just how everyone should start with all sports at the end of the day. Like, let them play for a minute, check it out. And you need numbers. Like for basketball, especially, that's my, big deal. I need numbers. I got to make averages and figure out totals. I can't do that with last year's schedule. I need
to and hockey is less, I think, a numbers game as well. I mean, when you're talking American football, you can look at you can do your homework in advance, right? You can spend all summer doing your homework so that week one you could be ready to go. You could bet every game on the card. But it's hard to do that with hockey. We're talking about much more emotional type stuff, situational letdowns. We don't know which teams are going to want to play for their coach, which teams are tanking. There's a lot of things to figure out on the fly. You can't really just sit there and do your homework before the season starts and then fire away on every game for the first 2 weeks, in my opinion.
Right. And that is a good point. Like the difference of football and then basketball, baseball, or hockey, you don't really have time to wait a couple days, or a couple games, because couple games is 2 or 3 weeks. There's only 16, 17 of them to go. So that is a good point.
Let me answer Pedro more there. So I like the Knights because I just don't think much of Chicago. As I said, I'm not really diving into much to the hockey in the first week, so I really have no opinion on the Predators game. I was tempted to bet the Astros today, just the way the Mariners lost that last game. I'm never betting on a team. When a team loses in that kind of fashion, not only that, it was a terrible managerial decision to put Robbie Ray into the game at that point. Robbie Ray had been hammered by Houston this season. He was on terrible form, and you're going to pull him out when the game's on the line. So I'm not touching Seattle. I might even cheer for Seattle tonight, but I certainly wouldn't bet on them. I think if you're going to bet the game, I'd go with the Astros for sure.
Well, I mean, if you're not really set on who you're going to cheer from, let me just throw my hat in the ring because I'm from Houston. So if you could just maybe cheer for the Astros, it'd be cool.
I like Houston tonight, but I like Seattle in Game 3.
I have Seattle plus 1,400, I think, to win the AL. So
yeah, so I mean, I think Seattle gives them a hard time, but I think it's more of the same of the first game, and I think Seattle's spot is Game 3, and then it's over.
And then it's over. Washington should have learned not to take the Eagles' used up quarterbacks.
Phillies used up quarterback.
Fields gets sacked 3 times a game, maybe a Commander's sack.
The over on the Commander's sacks.
Yeah.
I mean,
hi, Tim Earl.
I don't know how much I'm going to dive into.
Sabres for the cup. Yes. So last season, Jesse, since you're going to be a regular.
Go Senators. Let's go Senators.
Last season, me and Tim Earl put a $1 bet that the Sabres would win the cup. Me and Tim Earl are not hockey people at all. It was really just $1 to piss off Lenny and Nick all season long, and it totally worked. It was worth every penny.
just so I could hear every day, Sabres for the cup. The Sabres for the cup. Like they're Power Rangers or some shit.
It's swords crossing, ding dong.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
We're Sabres.
I don't cross swords.
Stupid liver kiss.
Yeah, Sabres for the cup is kind of like Lions for the Super Bowl.
Ooh, it all comes back around, doesn't it?
All right, see you later, Jesse.
Pleasure as always.
Whatever.
Yeah, 10,000% worth the $1. They were so over us. They're still.
We all know. We all know the Red Wings are winning the Stanley Cup. I have statistical, I have stats that back up the Red Wings winning the Stanley Cup this year.
Your stat is just that every time the Avalanche win, the Red Wings win the year after them. That's your stat.
History repeats itself again.
I wouldn't be surprised. Crazy things happen.
Again. And again.
And again. All right. So what else are we looking at? College football. Let's talk some college football. Do you have anything going on with the Baylor game or the Central Florida game?
The line in the Central Florida game was a little bit big for me. I decided to look away from that one. I was tempted to take Baylor though. Baylor's lost a couple tight games. I think they're the better team than West Virginia. I think the program at West Virginia is sort of going through tough times. That coach is on the hot seat. They're starting running backs out. I think this Baylor program has their shit together a little bit better, to say it bluntly.
I hope
so I would lean toward Baylor here at Morgantown.
I hope so. Craig Trapp has always told me what a hard place West Virginia is to play at, but coming off of the loss from Oklahoma State, and then having a bye, and now you get to go, I feel good about Baylor today. I'm going to say that, but I think it's like the homer in me at the same time. The money is on West Virginia. The tickets are on Baylor. And the 3.5.
Morgantown used to be a tough place to play, but that's sort of, when it hasn't been for a while, and they're not really proving it to be the case lately. So, it's tough to get lost in that at this point, I think.
Right. It wasn't even that it was a hard place to play, like Seattle Seahawks is a hard stadium to play in. It was just getting there is what he would explain it. Like, you fly the plane and then you have to take the bus, and then it's just kind of like a big pain in your ass to get to Morgantown to play the game. But there's that. Play of the day is the Flames puck line plus 220, says Tim Earl. That's a fun one. I'll put that in my little fan.
The theory on that is Colorado played last night, and they raised their banner and did all that and celebrated and won, and now they have to go from Colorado to Calgary and play again the next night. So that's why he's on the Flames.
That's a good angle.
Huh?
That's a good angle.
Yeah, it's a good angle.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking it.
I haven't really done my homework, but I think the Flames lost their two best players in the offseason and replaced them with two other guys, and how that's going to sort itself out remains to be seen, so that could be a chemistry issue for Calgary early in the season.
Yeah, I'm in a hurry up and wait mode in the NHL. Like I'm really I'll be on Cale Makar points prop. I'll just find him and I'm gonna ride that every day he plays.
Every damn day.
Every day.
All day, every day. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. Lenny is going to take Justin Fields over 39.5 rushing yards. He's going to do Valdez over the 5.5 strikeouts. Jesse says take the Bears tonight, and Timothy is going to go with the Flames on the puck line. So that's what we're dealing with thus far. How about them Canadiens last night?
How about them?
I did not watch that game, but I'm going to look it up right now.
Oh, they beat the Leafs. Yeah.
Oh, didn't Joe Madden say that would happen?
But they kind of have their number, yeah. Yeah, they kind of do. They have been their kryptonite, so to speak. But I kind of lean the Leafs, but again, that's why I'm not betting hockey. I just tread lightly,
Tread lightly. All right.
Yeah, Flames minus one.
So for Tim Earl,
the Bears in the under.
It's Johnny Gaudreau and Matthew Tkachuk, first and second in scoring for the Flames. So Gaudreau signed with Columbus Blue Jackets. Tkachuk went to Florida. Now they brought in a couple other guys. I don't think the guys they brought in are quite as good as the guys that are outgoing. And yeah, that would be a concern to me. Your two best players, you replace them with two guys that I think are pretty solid, but not quite as talented. I wouldn't want to bet them in their home opener.
That's fair. There we go. Where's Joe Madden, the queen of hockey? She's on her show. Joe's over on her show. Check her out at Joe Madden Sports, isn't it? I'll have her. I'm on her show next Wednesday, and I think she'll be back with us sometime next week also. We try to get her to pop in. And Hannah Mears is going to be, I don't know if she'll do every Wednesday, but she's going to do at least every other Wednesday with Morning Wood. So we'll get Hannah twice a month also. So that's cool. Get more chicks on this show.
Rickett, how you go 4-0-1 last night in hockey? I don't remember seeing those picks come my way through my phone.
Well, you're not betting hockey right now. You're not ready. Don't rush him.
I want to, but I'm just,
not having it.
Well, I'm really doing really well and in playing some shit. Although last night I in played the Dodgers when they were down 4-3, and that didn't work out.
I didn't have money in my account, but I picked up my phone. I was like, do I have cash in this account?
Yeah, it was like seventh inning. I'm like,
Dodgers.
Dodgers plus 130. Shit, hold on, take my money. And that didn't work out, but I did okay. But
do you in play, Jesse?
I do, but it's hard to do from Thailand, so not very often.
You need a proxy? I know a girl.
Yeah.
There you go.
I know
Sabres
a girl.
money line tonight.
Let's go for the cup.
I like that because I think Ottawa is just that bad.
I think Nicker will like this too. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I mean, he likes the Sabres every night. Oh, and I'm thinking about leaving him. I'm thinking about just clicking on one.
No, don't do that. Then they'll come back all the time.
My Russian sex bots. What do you want me to tell you? They love me.
They do. Medic says first week of hockey is a stay away for you. Yeah, there's a lot of action throughout the year. We got lots of time to bet on hockey. Hockey trend is a go-to this year. Yeah, Sean Austin has his hockey trend that he does. He sent me a cash last night with the Abs 2.5, I think he said. He was working on that last season, if you remember, and was really into it, and it was pretty profitable for him. Kraken Kings over 6, Lenny. Kings penalty. Kings and Kraken had 3 power play goals last night. Fireworks tonight.
All right.
You say so.
Just blind betting the over in Kraken games was profitable all year last year. I'm pretty sure. I said it about a third of the way through the year. I did a couple shows, and I was talking about just blind betting the over in Kraken games, and they went. I don't know what the numbers ended up, but it was certainly profitable.
All right. Well, excellent. So that's a good little tip there. Let's always look for overs in Kraken games. See if that trend
Sabres. Hold on, I'm doing it right now.
Are you making bets?
Yes, ma'am.
Medic, he stayed away for the last 2 years, would have been 18-3-2. So this year I'm just rolling with it. No sleeping on it for me. Get it. You're going to put your money where your mouth is. I like it. Anything else to report? What else do we have going on? Well, there's always the no sweat first bet that we could talk about. Don't forget, download FanDuel Sportsbook onto your phone and use the link that's in the description of this video. That's your promo, and it's going to get you up to $1,000 and a no sweat first bet. So definitely check that out. And if you're in the state of Ohio, if you just download the app, they're going to drop $100 into your account, even though you guys don't go live until January. So really good deal with the FanDuel people. And they have
shakalaka.
FanDuel. They have great lines there too.
All right, Rickett, we're rolling. I got a half a unit on everything.
Bet on the Sabres?
Yep, Sabres and the over in the Kraken game, and I parlayed both of them.
Oh,
that's the degenerate I am. I need a little hockey action. I don't want to cap it. I just want to watch it.
I love he just gave us this huge speech about how he's not betting on hockey, and now he's got a 2-team parlay. That's what's going on.
I told you I had like 4 plays last night. That is me treading lightly on hockey. So, yeah. So
Leonard, your degenerate is showing.
Well, I hear it. I'll fix that.
Over. See you later. Okay, so Lenny's parlay is Sabres money line and the Kraken over. How are you on parlays? Do you parlay a lot, Jesse?
Mm-hmm. I try to stick to side and total correlating parlays. I don't like to do sides on separate games and parlaying. I'm not big on that.
I dig that. I did that. Okay, so what I have my reason in my head why I would like to do that, but instead of just assuming what you're going to say, why don't I ask you, why do you do it that way?
I just think you're playing into the bookmaker's hands when you have two events that don't correlate, and the odds that they're going to offer you for that, they'll offer you those same odds for two events that do correlate, right? Let's say you have an underdog, a plus 13-point favorite in a football game, and you're parlaying that with the under in the same game. That's a strong correlation because, first of all, until they score those 13 points, you're winning your bet, right?
Yeah.
So it's just better value, and really the only good enough value to justify making a parlay or a teaser, in my opinion, is when it correlates like that.
That's a really, really good Woodies. I hope you were listening and you all heard that. Some of them get really parlay crazy. Like that happens. The 8-teamers. And I've alwawas been really strict about like we don't make crazy parlays. And I really don't parlay often at all. Sometimes I'll get a 2 or a 3 teamer. Usually it's like when I'm more broke. And I'm like, all right, I got $5 left. We'll just throw it on. We'll like shoot for the stars on this one, kind of a thing. Instead of playing the chip in the chair game, I'll just empty out that account right now and go put more money in if that's what I need to do. We did this. You hope the Devils win tonight, says Drewski. You'll be watching for your hockey picks for sure, Rickett. Rickett says Blue Jackets are a huge under team in the past few seasons and kept the Hurricanes at bay-ish, but under hit day one. So Kraken over and Blue Jackets under is what he's saying. Happy I stayed for that parlay. Let's go, Lenny. Now Tate. Now you're making Tate a degenerate.
Let's go. I didn't make Tate a degenerate. We all know Tate was a degenerate before he met me. Our degenerateness just matched equally.
You try to tease out a +2 or a -7 in the NFL. So yeah, this is Lenny's parlay. If anybody else wants to get
not mine, it's Ricketts. I'm just
it's Ricketts parlay. With Ricketts. Okay, really, I should give him the credit for that.
Yeah, it's Ricketts plays that Lenny is parlaying.
Ricketts parlay. All right, there you go. You can have your proper credit, Rickett.
I'll give credit where credit's due. But let's ride. Let's ride. I got a $20 bill on it. Shit, I'm going to spend $20 on something dumber today.
Well, I mean, you don't have to, though. You know that, right? You don't have to.
If you're looking for something fun, the goal prop on Nazem Kadri would be a fun bet to make in the Calgary-Colorado game. It's expected, there's a high total. It's expected to be high scoring. You got Colorado coming off the game last night. Of course, Kadri was one of their best players in the playoffs last year when Colorado won the cup, and now he's moved over from Colorado to Calgary. He's probably going to get plenty of ice time. Like I say, he's one of those guys replacing those two top players that they lost. So Nazem Kadri to score a goal would be a fun prop bet.
Okay. Yeah, I love Colorado Avs prop bets are going to make car payments this year, folks. I'm telling you right now. I've been, in my little hockey nerd group chat and stuff like that last year. I sat there and I watched these guys, like 10, 15 of them, talk nothing but hockey props and this and that and whatever. And I thought I was a hockey nerd. And then these guys are real big hockey nerds. And I've learned so much just talking with people that are really big into hockey and the prop world in hockey. And I've made myself a commitment to myself to bet more hockey props and kind of dabble more into that. And also bet the NBA this year. I'm trying to handicap the NBA a little bit better or a little more. I can't stand the NBA. I just can't stand it. But I'm going to try not hate it.
All right. I'm going to try. The more I watched the NBA last season, the more I really did like it. Like I got into, the players, you hear about them all the time. It gets annoying it's almost more annoying when you're not watching the game, because since you're already annoyed by it, then you watch the NBA game. Now you can like bitch and yell and fuss and shit and fists and stuff, like get all into it. Yeah, I freaking. So I actually had a great time watching the NBA last season. So I'm excited about it this year. But I always like basketball. Always like the basketball. Okay, so let's do a recap and we'll get out of here a little bit early today, but that's all right because I need to restart my internet. I already see it flashing. This is all going to end badly and quickly. Okay, so just to recap, Lenny is going to go with Justin Fields over the 39.5 rushing yards, Valdez over 5.5 strikeouts, and then he played Ricketts parlay, the Sabres money line with the Kraken over. Jesse likes Kadri on the Flames to score a goal. He's the old center for the Avalanche. He's playing against his old team, so this should be a fun one. And Jesse is going to take the Bears tonight is how he's going to do that. Tim Earl likes the Flames minus a goal and a half. That's his jazz. And I think that is just about it. If you guys are looking for premium plays, head over to picksandparlays.net, find Jesse Shull, and then use this promo code NFL. It's going to save you 20% off whatever you buy. Jesse, what kind of packages do you have up on the site this week?
I'm going to have 5 college football plays. I've got 3 NFL plays up. I did go 5-0 with the NFL last week.
Nice.
All 5 plays were underdogs. So 5-0 with dogs last week in the NFL.
That's what I'm talking about. A little plus money action.
I don't know if I'm going to have 5 games this week yet or not, but I've got 3 up so far.
Yeah, for all picks on the site, you are number 5. And then I was looking at your NFL record. Yeah, you're number 3 for NFL. And you're number 1 for college football. You're 25-10 in college football and 18-5 in the NFL. So guys, head over to picksandparlays.net. Use this promo code NFL. Save some money on Jesse's best bets. He's hot. He's good. He makes money for you. And also follow him over on Twitter at Jesse Shull. Yes? Yes. All right, perfect.
Jesse, just send me all your picks. It'll be cool. Don't worry.
It's totally fine.
You just talk to Craig Trapp. I'm sure he'll give them to you.
Shit, he don't
Right,
give
there
me
you
nothing.
go.
He don't give me nothing but a hard time. Let me
I
just tell
heard,
you.
I heard you before I got on the show. What you said about your emails.
What did I say? Oh,
When
about
you
my
open
email.
when you can't log in, you think
Yeah, you can't open your email. You can't log in your
fired.
email. You're like, shit, did I get fired again?
Yeah.
You know, or you wake up from a text from Craig Chapp. Hey, got a minute to talk? Oh, shit. Here, what did I do now? That's how I answered. Yeah.
I think we all know the feeling.
Yeah, no, I always text him back. I'm like, I guess. You know, when he calls, and then I answer. I go, what did I do now? Why do you always think you did something wrong? I go, because I usually did.
I usually did, yeah.
Just because
really
you don't know about it
did
doesn't
you
mean I
catch
didn't
it
do
or
anything
not?
wrong. Yeah.
That's just it. All right, guys, we are going to head out of here. Don't forget, we've got the Power Hour today. Find more of Jesse Shull and me over at the Power Hour at 3 p.m. Eastern today. And then we've got Game Time Decision at 5 p.m. Eastern. Game Time Decision, if you guys haven't been watching it, this is a great time to jump back into it because hockey is going on, okay? And hockey is a big sport that you don't want to bet before you know what's going on the ice. You got to know who's in the net, and Game Time Decision is going to tell you who's what and where, who's where and why. It's just going to tell you things. I don't know why. I don't know the rest of it. Don't pressure me. Okay. All right, guys. Y'all, good luck. Go Bears tonight, I guess. And we'll see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. Good luck, everybody, unless you're against Lenny.
True story. Bye.